Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your boy O, man. Starting this interview series, man. Getting a lot of prominent people in the culture. Staying consistent with the content. Up to bat tonight, we got my nigga B Magic, man. What's going on, bro?
B motherfucking Magic. Chilly chill. What's the word?
Now let me give you the proper introduction for real.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, man, we got B Magic, Mr. 80 plus battles, 23 million views, West Side representative, B motherfucking Magic. The shows arrived.
Yeah.
Slip, fell, bumped your motherfucking head. What's going on, my nigga?
Shit, chilling like a motherfucker. Chilling like a motherfucker. Back in St. Louis, you know. What can I say?
Where you coming from? Where was you at before?
I moved to Arizona for a couple of years. Been out to Vegas for like 6-7 months. And shit. Back in St. Louis. So, yeah.
Most of us leave St. Louis, you know, for a peace of mind and shit like that, man. Do you feel like you achieved that when you left the crib?
Yeah, instantly. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of bad influences when you just already in the midst of being a bad influence your goddamn self. So, yeah, a lot changed since I left.
So
definitely
now
got a clear mind.
So now you back at the crib.
Yeah. But I'm not actually, I'm back, but I ain't. Because I'm in the county. Far as I ain't even in the city, so, you know, I'm out the way. So it's still a peace of mind. Yeah.
As far as your peace of mind in your head.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. All right, it's still there. That's good, man. Well, on this, you know, we doing this today, man. We going way back, man. Way back and just, you know, talk to you, get to know B Magic a little better. Like, where was you born in St. Louis, bro?
Shit, I was born on the west, Wabata, Arlington area, you know. Grew up in U City a little bit, you know, moved back to the city and as a teenager, went to Beaumont High School, went to Brittany Woods, went to McNair in U City, yeah, and shit, got kicked out of all them motherfuckers. Yep, got kicked out right before prom in high school. And I was about to graduate in 2 weeks. They kicked my ass out right before prom. Told me I couldn't go. Thanks, Beaumont.
What type of family atmosphere you got? Like your mom, your dad, were they together? You know?
Nah. My old dude, shit, I don't know where that nigga was at. He was in and out type shit, like my biological dude. He was in and out. I stayed with my mama for all my life, so, you know, well, not, you know what I mean, childhood type shit. But, you know, she had a dude, stepdaddy, you know, that nigga been with her since I was 5. So, there's always been, you know, a father figure around type shit, you know.
But you do know who your dad is, though? Like, y'all had a relationship?
Yeah, I'm a junior. Yeah, that nigga look just like me. Or I look just like him. Yeah, yep, we got the same fucking face. I still, you know, I contact him and, you know, we talk all the time.
Oh,
we got
dope.
a good relationship.
That's dope.
So,
how many, you know, brothers, sisters, like?
2 sisters. I'm the only boy. I'm my mama's son. You know, so, yeah, my sister Precious, sister Shonda. You know, older sisters, I'm the youngest. But, you know, I was the first grandchild as far as a boy. I'm the oldest boy as far as all the grandchildren and shit. So, yeah.
Okay, so you got 2 older sisters. So, like, how was it in the household? Because, you know, like, we always be like, man, he the only boy. He was raised by girls and, you know what I mean, shit like that. So, like, how was it at the crib for you, bro?
My sisters was thugs. Shit, man, as a teenager, shit, my sister was a crip. So it was like, I seen my sister sell dope and shit and beat people up and, you know, smack niggas with bottles and shit like that. That's the type of shit I seen with my sisters and shit. And, you know, my older sister was always, she, you know, straight and narrow. She went to school. She, you know, went to Job Corps and shit, graduated from Job Corps. And, you know, she always been on her grown woman shit early. So that's my older sister, and my other sister was, she was in the streets, until she had her first baby, and then she went soft on me, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, she still a bust nigga head for me.
I'm saying, so you had your sisters, like any other prominent male figures in your life?
My uncle, my mama's youngest brother, Kiki, that was like my role model, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'd seen him growing up and seen all the cars and shit like that, and yeah, definitely, that was my role model. My uncle.
That was your role. You wanted to be like your uncle then, basically, what you're saying.
Of course. When you see that, when you young, you see chains and rings and, this nigga rock polo every day. And, as a young age, you like, I want to rock polo every day. I want the Air Force Ones like Nelly and them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah, that's who I looked up to, my uncle and all his partners and shit.
Oh, no, that's dope. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
You said you was naming the schools that you had went to, but I noticed that they was like not from the West Side, you know what I mean? Not West Side schools, shall I say.
I went to elementary at Gunlock. Then we moved to U City, and I ended up finishing the elementary at Delmar Harvard. We was in U City like 9 years. So I went to Delmar Harvard, McNair Middle, and Brittany Woods. Got kicked out of Brittany Woods, went to alternative, got kicked out of alternative, ended up going back to Brittany Woods just to graduate. And once we left there, we went back to the city. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to Beaumont High School. Shit, did 4 years, almost my whole 4 until they kicked me out.
I just did a podcast interview myself. Two of the dudes, two of the hosts that run it, they was from U City. And I actually told them that I was born in U City myself. Mm-hmm. And people get it confused with like the St. Lunatics and, pop music and get to thinking that U City is like a...
little happy-go-lucky town?
Yeah, like a county, like them county niggas.
That's the closest thing to the city, if it is the county. I never looked at U City as the county for real. I looked at it as like an extension of the West Side type shit. Because it's right across the street from the West Side. You can like literally go across the street and be on the West Side from U City. If you on the right board like Skinker, across the street, you on the West Side.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, and plus where I stayed at was literally 5 minutes from the West Side. So it's basically, I stayed on Westgate, and Westgate, Eastgate area, that's right at Skinker. You can damn near walk to the neighborhood. So, so.
Yeah, back in the day, Westgate, Eastgate, that area right there was crazy by the basketball courts, all that. That was a crazy neighborhood at the time. Like you said, it's right across Skinker. I wouldn't even say 5 minutes away from the West Side. I'm gonna say 45 seconds away from the West Side. That's how close it is. Very drug-ridden neighborhood.
Yeah, they got into it a lot with 1-1. So 1-1 was right across the tracks. So yeah, they had Eastgate and 1-1 was into it at the time. When I was young, that's what was going on and shit. A lot of little confusion going on with that. Then you had other neighborhoods behind Church's Chicken, and you had Persian and all that shit. It was a whole bunch of Bloods over there. Man, look, nigga, let me tell you a story. I was in, it was me and my homeboy, Tonio from the Dub, Big Dub, R.I.P., and his cousin. We walking through Persian coming from the Metro Link because I guess the stop was taking too long, the train. We were like, fuck it, we just gonna walk down to the next stop, Delmar Station. I stayed on Westgate, so we was gonna walk to my crib, basically, because Delmar Station was right up the street from Westgate. So, nigga, we walking down the street, we all got on blue. Why did we choose to walk down Waterman at the time? I don't know. But it was a nigga on a bike, came out of nowhere, just circling, like, you was swerving down with some shit from Training Day or some shit. Niggas look like y'all came from a baseball game or something. And just pedaled off. We was like, you heard this nigga? By the time we say, you heard this nigga? We turn around, it's like 50 niggas in red coming down the street. Yep, this ain't our day to try to be tough, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We go up the street just in time to see somebody that we know washing the car. And he had something terrible in the backseat. But he knew every nigga that was coming up the street, so ain't shit happened that day. But nigga, when I say the heart dropped in my stomach, nigga, I thought I was about to get because a lot of fighting was going on as a child, nigga. We fought a lot. We jumped and got jumped a lot as kids. There wasn't no guns yet. Yeah, but yeah, it was definitely some stories around that area. But come to find out, some of them niggas end up being some of my best friends from Persia. So shout out to all my niggas, free my nigga Jigga and my little bro. You know, Al Bud, little brother, is happened to be from over there. Years later, I found out these was the, you know, and all Al Bud cousins.
You said a lot of gang activity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, of course the battle world knows you from Crippin'. How would you say you got off into gangs, bro?
I grew up around it. All right, from Wabata, Fire Trade Wabata. All my uncle names from Fire Trade Wabata. That's who I looked up to. My sister hung with my uncle at an early age, so, you know, I had to see a lot of, you know, this, you know, influence. And I fed into it, I ain't gonna even lie. So eventually I was gonna be right along with them. So that's basically, you know, how it influenced me and my family. It was already there. It was in the household. It was outside the household. It was everywhere we went.
So Fire Trade Wabata.
Yeah, 5300 block.
5300 block of Wabata. Is that, I know it sounds crazy, but niggas in gangs typically have a parent set, meaning like, so y'all Fire Trade Wabata, but like what?
Fire Trade Avalon, Gangsta Crip.
Where that connection come from though?
South Central, east side of LA.
Who in your family was connected to the Avalon?
Honest truth, you know, knowing St. Louis, how St. Louis is, a lot of people lose contact with history and all that shit. A lot of people die and you can't ask motherfuckers questions no more. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was connected or whatever, but I took it upon myself to be the person to be connected. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to the homies out there and I've been kicking it with them for years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the connection. You know what I'm saying? With my area at the moment, you know, everybody know me from St. Louis and LA. So, you know, I done shot movies out there with the homies and everything, you know, so I done shot videos out there. You know, it's like family, you know, it's just a real big family-based, you know, type shit, you know, so it's my peoples. I still talk to them to the day. Before I left Vegas, I stayed at the homie house like a week, you know what I'm saying? So it's all family, man,
So while we on your childhood, man, like, how did you get off into rapping?
U-City. My nigga, Bill C. Big Bill, tall ass nigga like 6'11". Nigga was like 6'6" when we was 14. The shit was, I seen this dude like step on a nigga foot and punch him, bust everything in his motherfucking face one time. It was because they was trying to bully a big ass dude and he wasn't having it. My nigga Bill C had a studio when he was like 10 years old. We was over in this basement. Nigga had turntables, all types of shit at a young age, and he knew how to fuck with computers, like beyond his time type shit. And he was mixing, mastering everything at a young age. Now he builds studios to the day. So he stayed in it, and he in LA doing this shit right now. Videos be looking crazy too, like, you know, he looked like he got big budget videos and shit now, but like I said, he know how to work all that shit himself, so I wouldn't be surprised if he shoot all that shit himself, edit and everything. But Bill C and, you know, a couple of more people around in the little neighborhood, back in the day, like True and Taylor Made and them was doing their thing right before we started, you know what I'm saying? So they was popular and we was, you know, they stayed around the corner. So they was always up the street and shit. So definitely, he used to come to the studio. True used to come to the studio when we was kids. they was teenagers and shit. We was like 9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? We was around a recording though. So the influence came from Bone Thugs and Harmony and shit like that. Twister. You know, we all Midwest. So we was like down south and Midwest artists. We listened to that shit heavy. So it's, the influence come from, I don't know. It was just embedded in me for real, man. It was like just something that I can't explain it. It's just something that I took interest in and kept going. And I've been doing it since then, since I was 8 years old, recording, doing music. I ain't never battle rapped like that. We did a lot of ciphers and, cause, motherfuckers ain't never go at each other like battle rap. We have ciphers, big ass ciphers, and everybody go and be like, yeah, my verse was better. We all pre-written shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like battle how it is now, going at a person's specific name and, the pockets and all that, it wasn't nothing like that. I ain't get into that until 2010, Street Status.
Hey, so has your name always been B Magic?
Black Magic. Yeah.
I don't think the people really know that though. Like,
yeah, Black Magic, shit came from when I was a kid too. I was going down Street Status. Not Street Status. I'm high as hell. I said I was going down Street Status. I was going down the street. You know what I'm saying? On Delmar in the Loop and shit. And it was a place called Ragorama. You remember that motherfucker?
For sure.
So it was a jersey hanging in a window. It was like a hockey jersey or some shit. The back of it said Black Magic. I'm like, shit, that sound hard as a rap name. So I just, at the time, I had to go and find a way, ask Jeeves exactly what the hell Black Magic was because it wasn't no Google at the time. I had to ask Jeeves. And Jeeves told me what the meaning of Black Magic was. I was like, shit, I'm gonna use that as my rap name. And I had that motherfucker since I was like 9 or 10.
What's the meaning of Black Magic?
Shit, like, like basically like witchcraft and shit, like magic practice for evil purposes type shit. I was like, I can use that as like wordplay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna kill a motherfucker with these, type shit. So I was thinking of it in that form at that age. But as you can see, I ain't really know exactly how to use that motherfucker in a sentence exactly. At that time, I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was just like, that sound dope. Just sound dope. Later on, I knew exactly what the fuck it meant. But at that point, I was like, I ain't changing my name. I never had another rap name. It's always been Black Magic. So when I get older, I don't want to say Black Magic all the time. It's just, when I was with VIP Records and shit, they used to just call me BM. I was like, nah, baby mama, nah, can't work. We're gonna have to just go with the B Magic. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go with the B Magic.
No, can't call you BM.
Can't call me BM. You know what I'm saying? So they straight used to call me BM all the time. I was like, yeah, can't do that, but I don't want to say the Black Magic, so I'm like, fuck it, B Magic. And shit, it's still Black Magic at the same time, so.
Do you remember your first rap? Or maybe, if you don't remember your first rap, do you remember your first, song that you like put down and shit recorded professionally?
I actually remember my first rap.
Man, could you please say that first rap?
What it say? Nowadays, these fools be lame to play the game. All they wantin' is the money and fame to blast things. Niggas got grass stains from rumbling, mad aim. They blast things just for no reason, just ask fame. Boy, I got gold rings, the ones that bling, bling, ching, ching. Money cellular phones that ring, ring. Some shit like that. Or like, that was my first shit I ever wrote.
No, if that was
but
your
I still
first
had
shit,
flow.
That
you know what
fire,
I'm saying?
That was
So
your first shit, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep. That was my first shit.
You mentioned that when you was with VIP, how you get down with VIP Records? Because that's definitely a prominent record label in the city. You know what I mean? They had a bunch of orders. They actually had Chocolate Tie. King Jacob.
King Jacob. They had Payback.
Payback was
Young
hard.
Boys.
That shit was dope. Young Boys.
What was Master Ace? What was that Master? What was his name? what's his? I think it was named Master Ace. There was a whole bunch of motherfuckers down there. Let's see. Back then, they was on Broadway. I be in everybody's zone. As a kid, like I hung out with a lot of different Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be in Baden, right over there by the Chinaman and shit on 700. Like right over on the side of the car wash and the corner store and all that shit on Broadway and shit. So I used to be over there hanging with them niggas and shit. There's a lot of niggas from Laclede Town used to be over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be hanging around with all types of Crips and shit that I just knew just from being out and about. I used to be on the dub. I used to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I was out over there after school or some shit and VIP Records up the street. I want to rap. I've been rapping for years at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I want to I want to go around there and see what's up. I went around there every day, damn near, and seeing what's going on. Hey, y'all need a new rapper? Y'all need a new rapper? Y'all need a new rapper? They end up putting me on the album and shit and start taking me with them on the road and performing and shit like that, and gave me a little contract that I never fulfilled.
You didn't sign your life away.
Yeah, it was like for an album, but we never recorded an album. We recorded like 4 songs. I couldn't tell you what them motherfuckers is today, but
how was your experience though with VIP Records though?
Shit, I was traveling and I was doing shows. They had like a little store. They had all designer shit and shit. I was getting clothes from there. I was cool. Shit, that's a man. Thanks. I did a lot of traveling and did a lot of shit. They opened up for a lot of people, so I got to see a lot of people. So they opened up for B2K and IMX at the time. We played basketball against B2K and Woes. It was Slim and shit and all them at the time.
Slim.
Yeah, Loose Cannon Slim. At the time it was Slim TV type shit. Loose Cannon TV. That was on a local channel and shit. He had this little channel and shit. We played them in the basketball game at Woes. It was a fake Marcus Houston there and shit.
Oh, hold up, man. You mean to tell me these niggas had a...
They had a fake Marcus Houston with them? Yeah. He was up there dancing like a motherfucker. Morion, and nigga couldn't stop dancing. Every time he hit a shot or something or passed the ball, a nigga get the... I'm like, this nigga don't stop. He literally don't stop dancing. Motherfuckers got... Bro, this nigga won't stop dancing, bro. Every time he passes, this nigga start break dancing and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, I thought this was a joke. Man, this shit is real for real. Like, cause I heard somebody talking about that shit, but I seen it personally. The nigga won't stop dancing. He probably dancing right now.
So shit, how did it end with VIP Records? It just dissolved or?
Yeah, Loose Cannon ended up getting the Young Boys. And shit, that was... VIP moved to Natural Bridge at that time, and Loose Cannon ended up signing the Young Boys to Loose Cannon because of, whatever reason. I don't know. I wasn't with them by then. At that point, I don't even think. I went over to VIP Records just to buy studio time at that time. I don't even think I was with them when they moved to Natural Bridge. But they was with Loose Cannon. They started doing music with them, and I ain't heard from VIP since then. So... shout out to Spud, though. That's my nigga.
No, big salute to Spud. He did wonders for the city of St. Louis when it comes to this hip-hop industry, man. Like, dead ass. So after the VIP Records thing, man, what we doing next? You just freelancing? You just bouncing around?
I was just making music, man. I was just recording music and after school, I just go to the studio, record music, and... record music, do little open mics all the time. Falling into the chitlin circuit of the St. Louis shit, like they still doing like, I used to do J House shows a lot. I used to fuck with Rucker Puff shit. We had a little shit called Hustle ENT with me and Meta and all the some of the big homies and shit from the area and shit. But we did like a lot of performing locally. You know, and then I start traveling with Mary Moore, Disclosure News Zine and shit.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
was she ended up being my manager and shit. We ended up going to Junction City, Kansas to perform. We went to Memphis, had a big ass show in Memphis. We had some big ass shows downtown. But nigga, you on them lists to perform, bruh, it's gonna be packed, but yeah, you going that motherfucker, when I'm performing, yeah, you 95th. You 95th. Like, it's a list like that. You like 37. Shit like that. You waiting 3 days to perform and shit, but you gonna get on that stage. Don't be 100th.
Yeah, shout out to Mary Moore, man. I definitely know a bunch of people that dealt with her. Let's talk about Al Bud. You know what I mean? Like how did you meet him? Was it through music?
I met Al Bud at school, Beaumont High School. And, you know, I used to go over this crib for females in the neighborhood reason at first. And he already knew me from school from rapping and shit because it was like 4 or 5 people that was known for rapping in Beaumont at the time. That was Mace, that battled Verb. My nigga Lefty that used to be with Mace. Then you have me, S. Youngin. You know who S. Youngin is?
Battle rap. Come
S.
on, man.
Youngin was very known in Beaumont for freestyling for real, and his homeboy Frost, S. Frost, I guess. But we the motherfuckers that was known in school for rapping and shit. So when Al Bud knew me from that, and we started forming groups and shit, man, we had all types of names for this group. It was just me and Al Bud first. And Al Bud had a little cousin, and he had a homeboy across the street that was his Ace Boone Coon, and it was like he ain't gonna leave him out the group, and his little cousin can rap his ass off, which is Kizzle, you know what I'm saying? So Kizzle was in U City at the time. Man, Kizzle was hella young, though. We left Kizzle at home a lot to go out. Like, he couldn't come to the clubs with us and shit. Kizzle was like 4 years younger than us and shit, so, you know, but the nigga had a voice like Barry White at 14. Be like, nigga, clear your throat, nigga. You know, hold on, B, hey, B, you know, it's B. Nigga, you 14, nigga, what you do? Hey, B, nigga, what the fuck wrong with it? Yeah, but he had an old man voice at a young age and shit, but he couldn't go to the club with us. You know, he couldn't get, his ID didn't match his voice. So, you know, he pulled Kizzle in and pulled my nigga Mr. D in, R.I.P., you know what I'm saying? And shit, we formed a group called Half and Half. 2 niggas from the West, 2 niggas from the North. That shit wasn't working. And we were like, nigga, we ain't about to be out here motherfucking sounding like a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Get half and half. So we switched, I believe Kizzle came up with Final Four. And we've been Final Four ever since. And you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Al Bud, R.I.P. Mr. D. Me and Kizzle still out here though. So,
Definitely rest in peace to both of those brothers.
Yeah.
Where was you at when you found out that Al Bud had passed?
Working at Lion's Choice. I was coming home from Lion's Choice and shit. You know, Al Bud like spent like a week over my crib, like a week prior to that, because he did not want to be over in the area he was from. You know, he ain't want to be on the Bud. So he's tried to stay away from the Bud as much as possible. We moved to Atlanta for like 6 months. That shit didn't work out. You know, we end up doing some stupid shit out there, end up, you know, I ain't gonna glorify the shit, but we end up doing stupid shit out there. It was like, we can do this shit at the crib. Came back to the crib, and shit, a couple of months after he came back to the crib, that's when he, you know, he tried to stay away from the Bud, but shit, like probably 3-4 months after we came back, he got killed coming from the park. You know what I'm saying? So they shot into a crowd and he got hit one time. So before, we thought he was on survive because prior to this, nigga got shot 3 separate occasions. So I remember the nigga came to my house, and nigga had a bandage wrap. You know, I was like, bro, you got shot? He was like, yeah, man, I'm good, though. I was like, let me see it. This nigga unwrapped his arm. This nigga got scaped. He got scratched by a bullet. This nigga had it like he got straight hit. You hear me? I'm like, man, you don't take this damn bandage off this scratch. You know what I'm saying? But he had his whole motherfucking shit wrapped. But man, it got too repetitive. Like he got shot like 3 separate times back to back. Like it was crazy. But you know, the last time he got hit one time and passed away. So yeah.
So after that, did the group, you know what I mean, did y'all stop fucking with each other like with the music? Was he really like the glue holding the group together?
He the one that formed the group. I was always the person that was, you know, pushing the group ahead. Me and Al Bud, cousin Tion. So me and Tion funded everything for the group and shit, and made sure we stayed in the studio and got music mixed and mastered, graphics and everything, you know. So me and Tion took care of the group. And Kizzle was young as fuck, so we just basically looked at it like putting him in the studio. You know what I'm saying? He can stay out of trouble because, you know, he think he about 37, B. You know, so we had to make sure we kept Kizzle around. And Mr. D, Mr. D ain't know how to rap. Mr. D ain't know how to rap. He started off he ain't know how to rap for real. Like, we had to work with Mr. D a lot. So me and Kizzle basically helped Mr. D with his raps and shit like that. But, you know, after a while, he caught on, you know, so.
Yeah, I never made no songs after Al Bud passed? As a
Yeah,
group?
we made a song after Al Bud, one song after Al Bud, but we used his voice and made the hook. So we sampled his voice for the hook, so it was still Al Bud on it too. But, you know, yeah, we did that called Wildin', and, you know, that's the only shit we did after that. Because after that, you know, shit went downhill from everybody getting killed. So, you know, everybody getting killed. So, yeah, it got wicked.
So let's segue into the battle rap, man. Like, before you even start battle rapping, did you ever pay attention to the battle culture, like Murder Mooks and Smack DVDs and shit like that?
Yeah, that was my inspirations. Murder Mook, Head Ice was my favorite battle rapper. I ain't gonna even lie. That nigga used to say, just, I used to ball. And the crowd would go crazy. I was like, who is this nigga? He'll kill 2 niggas at one time. Hey, yo, you get nauseous over eggs. And motherfuckers be like, yeah. I'm like, I love this shit. I love this shit. This is unique. Whatever he's doing, he got a spell on the crowd. And Murder Mook, that's my nigga forever. Loaded Lux, my nigga forever. You know, them niggas showed me love when nobody else really did, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I salute them.
Hey, so when you was watching it as a fan, you ever was thinking like, man, I could do this shit?
That's what got me in it. Al Bud now talk about, nigga, they'll kill you. That's how they talk. Like, we was at my nigga Macho house. Man, I said I'd kill Lil Wayne. They got mad. You got Lil Wayne fucked up. I'm talking about niggas get emotional over Lil Wayne. I promise you, don't say nothing about no fucking Lil Wayne to no Al Bud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got, man, Lil Wayne kill you, nigga, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is real Lil Wayne fans out here. You know what I'm saying? So it started from that, and we started watching Smack DVDs and shit, and Murder Mook and all them. I was like, man, I can do this shit. It's easy. And they already know how to rap. And motherfucker was like, no, you just want to get killed by everybody, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, it started from Lil Wayne. I was like, watch, I'm going to start doing this shit. I'm going to find a way to do it. My nigga Meta know how to battle rap. He be doing that shit, so. But Meta was locked up at the time. So once Meta got out, that nigga got straight to battle rap. I'm like, nigga, You know, because at this point, I've been looking for you for like 5 months. This nigga get out and get straight to battle. And I was like, this nigga, I knew he was gonna do it. Then I seen him in a little clip with Cassidy and all that shit. Like, yeah, I gotta hit him up. Because we was already with the Hustle ENT and shit together and shit. I just called the niggas like, man, introduce me to O, because I want to battle rap.
Hey, so I know you seen like niggas nationally like Murder Mook and them and shit on the smacks and shit. You never, after that, like you never seen like Hitman battles, Young Ill battles and shit like that before you?
At that point, yeah, because it was just right at that point when they was about to go to New York type shit. So I seen Mace versus Verb. I seen Hitman versus Ill. I seen, you know, Juzilla. Me moving with the movement chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen Juzilla, that's my nigga, I seen all them, but I used to watch Bacardi Rob and all them niggas, you know, when they was rapping, yeah, it was fun to watch because it was in St. Louis and I didn't know it was there. When I watched Murder Mook and them shit, it, you know, like, snowball effect, and I started watching other shit, and I was like, damn, St. Louis got some. So, you know, I heard a Verb already at that point, but I ain't know he battle rap. And I heard a Hitman already, but I ain't know he battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But I know he rapped, you know what I'm saying, from being with Dirty ENT and all that. So, yeah, I done heard of him, and I done seen him in action before at that point. But it stemmed from the Smack DVDs and shit, and the birth of YouTube and all that shit. Once YouTube connected all them battles and shit, it was like snowball effect. I used to watch all them shits. Yep, so yeah, I'm very familiar with them when they started and shit, the braids to the back, Hitman and all that, yeah.
Hey, so, you called up Meta.
Mm-hmm.
And you like, man, put me down with, you know what I mean, put me into this battle rap shit.
Yeah.
What was your first, like when we talked, what was your first battle that you had? You battled
VI.
and that was at the African Palace.
Yep. It was at the African Palace. I battled VI and that shit. I don't think that never dropped. That ain't never dropped. And I ended up battling Prophet. That was my official first battle.
Talk the night of the Prophet though, because you was supposed to battle somebody else that night.
Who the fuck I supposed to battle that night?
Somebody from Carbondale, Trey Pound's partner.
Trey Pound's partner. Streets.
Not Streets, no. I can't think of his name, man, but it definitely wasn't Streets. Streets wasn't battling at this time.
I forget the nigga name, but I had some name flips in the motherfucker, so I had some name flips in this motherfucking in the battle. So if I go back and look at that motherfucker, it was Blue something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Blue something. It was Blue something shit. The nigga named Blue something. The Trey Pounds people and shit. But
nah, funny ass night though, cause dude didn't show.
And dude didn't show up for Prophet battle.
Yeah,
right.
And dude and somebody didn't show up for Prophet battle. So the nigga Magic.
I was like, whoever wanna. You know what I'm saying? Whoever want to get their rounds off, nigga, open challenge.
And Prophet
was like, fuck it. I'll do it. I'm like, because I knew I had some shit because the first time I battled VI, I was like, I'm mad because I ain't understand how to battle rap. So I did some homework and structured some shit and came back with the Prophet shit and everybody liked that shit. I was like, okay, this is the style I'm gonna continue with. So, yeah, that's how I actually start structuring my little, you know, style of battle. I wasn't even punching like that either then.
When he accepted the battle, you didn't know anything about him as a battle MC?
No, I ain't never seen him.
And how did that battle go for you?
Yeah, I won. I think I won. Everybody think I won.
That was one round?
One round. Because we basically, it was supposed to have been 3 rounds for both our opponents. We just put all our shit together and just made 1 round with the 3 rounds we had. So that's
that was actually the same night as Meta and VI. Damn, I can't think of my man's name right now. This is history right now. T-Dub-O battled, dude used to be real aggressive, bro. Damn, I can't think of his name. It's gonna make me go back and look on the channel.
I remember what you, yeah, I forget. I forget his name
his
too.
Name, man,
but yeah, he was crazy as hell.
Nuts. But so after the Prophet battle,
man, what's that nigga name? Bald head nigga.
Yeah, Super Nuke.
Super Nuke. Super Nuke.
On
Shout out to
everything I
Super
love.
Nuke. Yeah.
On everything I love, that's what his name is.
Yeah.
Super Nuke. Real shit. After the Prophet battle, who'd you get next?
Remy.
So you went from VI at the African Palace to a no-show.
So Remy.
That was the Nubian Cafe. I know these motherfucking venues like the back of that was a Nubian Cafe on Delmore with you and Prophet.
Yep, and
to the motorcycle club.
To the motorcycle club. That was my shit.
With you, hey, that was the shit.
Yeah.
With you and Remy.
Remy. Yep.
But you seen battles of Remy's already though.
Yeah, I seen Remy at that point. So Remy was already known at that point. So
Remy actually was a stand-up nigga because Remy said, I want to battle B Magic. So that's really how, like, you probably wasn't, Remy probably wasn't on your radar,
right.
But he was like, man, I seen dude B Magic battle, I want to battle him.
Right.
And that was a one-round battle. And shit, how you think you done in that battle, though?
I fucked up. I took Remy too early. Should've took him like 6 months later. Then I would've fucked him up. But I slipped up, stumbled and shit, but all the way up until that stumble shit, I had a pretty nice round. Motherfuckers, now that I think about it, them was the quietest crowds ever until you said something nice. They patient as a motherfucker, that be. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Then they go right back quiet on your ass, but that was the times, though. I love the motorcycle club.
Dog, the motorcycle club, definitely, listen, that was B Magic house.
Yeah.
That was the house that B Magic built at that time, definitely. We had other people doing their thing, of course, but...
Who I battled after that? Was it Scripps?
No, I think you battled SK
after that.
SK after that.
SK, then was Scripps, right?
Yep.
Then I went to URL. Then we went to URL, nigga, because, you know, Street Status traveled with me the first, what? Didn't y'all go with me the first time?
Yeah, to the PG.
To the PG. That was
like
the clean.
Deep. We about 20 deep out in that bed.
Yeah. Roll was out there.
Hold up. The PG process, though. Like.
Yeah, the PG, it was crazy because at that point, I had 4 battles out. And
what span of time is that you would say?
Probably like, back then, it was like a battle a month. So, probably like 5-6 months. Probably like 5-6 months into battle rap, I got that call, as they say. Yeah, I got that call. And I think Gracie from Guerrilla Warfare at the time reached out to Norbs and told Norbs to pay attention to me and some shit. They end up calling me for the PG and shit. So, shout out to Gracie, too.
Yeah, shout out to Norbs as well. Shout out to Gracie and Norbs. Two prominent figures in the battle culture, for sure.
Yeah.
Clean paper, man. That's still people's favorite battle, man. Get an audience a little insight, man, on how that shit was going, man. Like your writing process and shit like that. Was you even hip to like who Clean Paper was at all?
Nah. So trip off this. SK and Karan knew who Clean Paper was at this point. Cause I guess they'd been to Guerrilla Warfare a couple of times before they even was on Street Status. So they hit me up on 3-way with Clean Paper on the phone. At this point, I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck Clean Paper is. But I know this nigga is super aggressive on his phone. Man, you know I'ma fuck you up, right? I'm like, oh no, what is this? Like this is my first experience of the niggas talking like the battle rap talk. Like this is my first, so I'm calm as fuck. So I don't know how to do this for real. So if you don't fuck you up, right? Or you gave. I was like, man, who the fuck y'all got me on the phone with? nigga, this clean paper, out about the money, green paper. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was, I was like, bro, this nigga on wrestling time like a motherfucker, but I end up, some shit he said made me laugh like a motherfucker, and at that point I was like, you know what, I think I could tolerate this bullshit he's saying. But once I got off the phone, because he said he was gonna kill me 37 times before I got off the phone with him, and I think that fueled the writing process of Clean Paper, because I didn't know who the fuck he was before that three-way.
So, did you have to pay your own travel and shit to go out there to catch that PG?
Yeah, the first time I paid for my own flight, and I think what we do, how we do that, man. I know I paid for my own flight. Everybody paid for it, but we had, yeah, and I paid for my own room and shit too. Or did we? Well, how we do that? Did we split rooms or some shit that time?
I think we probably got a few rooms.
Yeah, we got like a few rooms and like double beds and some shit like that, and it was like hell of them motherfuckers. But we all, but yeah, I paid our own trip that time, but never again. Like once I left that time, I was like, man, I'm not paying my way back. But this how they did me. They gave me a buddy pass. Man, once I did the John battle, shit, that buddy pass and motherfucking flights was booked for like a couple of days. So I was at Beasley crib on Beasley couch for like 2-3 days.
You was couch surfing on Beasley
couch. Surfing on Beasley couch for like 2-3 days.
Like my nigga DNA 2 say, you was at Beasley's Playhouse, huh?
Man, I was on Beasley couch for like 2-3 days.
Damn.
Making music with Rain. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, we go back to the clean paper battle though. Like when he spit his first round, that motherfucker was ferocious. First round was crazy. How did you feel? Like, damn, cause I'm gonna let you know how I felt. Like, I'm sitting up here like I had seen you at the crib a bunch of times. So I'm thinking like, damn.
I felt like, one thing, how does nigga know? But don't get me wrong, I knew everybody know I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Crip shit is like no secret. So I knew, but I ain't never heard nobody go in on that. You know what I'm saying? It took me by surprise. I was like, I don't know if I should rap or punch this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I really felt something. And my homeboy that was with me, R.I.P. Bud, you know what I'm saying? He was a folk. When he said the forks down shit, he was on some, hey bro, I'm gonna go ahead and go back here before I fuck dude up. You know what I'm saying? Cause he felt some type of way when he said, forks down. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, man, I'm for the sake of battle rap, I'ma go back here. Because they was extra when they first walked in the door, like, they was extra, you know what I'm saying? With the red bandanas around their neck and shit. That. Walking past niggas like, oh, you think we ain't from St. Louis? Oh, you know, at the end, you know, everything was cool by the end of it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But salute to Clean Paper and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was definitely an experience.
You felt like your material was gonna be...
Yeah, I already knew I was gonna beat him though. I know I can rap better than niggas though. It's not too many, but Clean had a unique style. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he a punch. He'll give you 3 bars, and then switch the rhyme, and then come back to the rhyme on a 5th bar, and give you 3 more bars that rhyme with the 5th. Man, it should be weird, but it's Clean Paper style. Nobody else can do that shit. Clean Paper have a unique style, and it was definitely I fuck with it. Like how he was rapping and shit, I was like, I like the style of his wordplay and shit. But I knew my shit was gonna fuck him up. Like, it's not too many people that can rap better than me. I know how to rap, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I already knew I was gonna,
It's still a classic fucking battle to this day, though.
Yeah.
If y'all, that shit on YouTube, you feel what I'm saying? Beat Magic verse, Clean Paper, to all
it
the
finally
new fans.
hit 1 million views.
It finally hit 1 million?
Yeah.
That's dope, Next you had John. They kind of sped that battle up.
Yeah, that was like 2 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I battled John after that because Bricks didn't show up. So it was another profit situation. So I took all my Bricks Bellevue bars, took all the Bricks flips out of them, mostly, the most I can take them out, and battled John on like 5 days, 6 day notice. So John had time to have some magic flips though. I couldn't change my shit. Yeah, so I used all my Bricks Bellevue bars against John Don.
So you on a serious run with URL right now. Who you have? Rosenberg Raw next?
I had Young Cannon next.
Oh, in Detroit. Hold on. Talk about the fucking Detroit experience, man, because shout out to the D, man.
Shout out to Detroit, but that night, they was not fucking with me.
Boy, they was heckling the fuck out of your ass.
They was heckling
in that crowd
to the
too,
point
boy.
that, nigga, I had a conversation with some niggas after I got off stage. They was cool, but while I was on stage, they wasn't cool. They was heckling the shit out of me like a motherfucker, so, man, you had that. You had, I ain't gonna even lie. At the time, I was like, Young Cannon ain't saying shit. That's what I was thinking. But the crowd wasn't thinking that shit. They was like, yeah. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I think he winning. And it's the first time I experienced this type of shit for real in a big crowd. So I was like, I got a lot of learning to do. But that's when I learned how to battle rap for real. That's when I turned up after that. So
you never had been in such a big crowd up to that point.
That was my first big stage.
500 or better. 500 or better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, average little motorcycle crowds and shit probably was like 100, 150.
Where they shot, I think that's where they shot 8 Mile at and shit.
Oh, okay.
In that place.
But that was a huge event, man. I remember driving to that motherfucker and coming back and all of that. So after that, you had Rosenberg Raw though. After him.
I had Rosenberg Raw.
So after YK whooped your ass.
Yeah,
you would say he whooped your ass.
He whooped my ass.
All right.
Yeah, because that's when I learned the battle rap. I ain't gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think I learned the battle rap. That night. Yeah. But it wasn't even because I was on stage. It was when I got off stage. I looked at the rest of the show and took all that shit in, was like, okay, wait till next battle.
That's the one, that's the event where the Shotgun Suge shit was going on with Proof. And Shotgun Suge was no, they asked
You
Arsenal.
said you ain't no Suge.
They asked Arsenal though, right? That's also the same event. The Jersey niggas had it bad that night.
Yeah, Surf got locked up.
Yeah, they had it bad that night. Yeah, he got caught with the hammer.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Rosenberg Raw, that wasn't a big event. That was kind of like some private shit too, a small.
Yeah, that was like a studio type, like that was like a bar. That shit. I think I battled Real Deal in the same place type shit. So yeah, it was a little small place. Young Ill battle conceded that night.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They still looking for that footage.
Some of it came out. That's the crazy thing. But I don't even know why they vaulted it. Like, it was a good battle. Maybe because Ill won?
I wouldn't think that, because I think URL was fucking with Young Ill tough. They really liked Young Ill. Like, they were trying to push him, for sure. I know of that for sure, that they were trying to push Young Ill.
Well, why would they? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Ask them
niggas. Yeah, definitely. But I don't know why they would not drop the battle though. But I was just being funny and shit. But it was a good battle though. Conceited had some shit. I think that was the first time he slowed it down type shit for real. If I ain't tripping, probably not. That was before the surfing shit, right?
Before him and Surf? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely before him.
Yeah, so I think that was when he started to slow it down and shit. But I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, so hold up. Clean paper, you didn't get paid for that. You had to have your own travel.
Right.
Did you get paid for the Detroit event?
Yeah, I got paid.
What you get paid?
$500.
$500.
$500.
Big stage battle. Y'all opened the joint up, didn't you?
Yep. And I think Clean and Tay Rock battled that night. So, am I tripping? Was that the night the clean battle Tay Rock?
I can't quite remember.
That was the night clean battle Tay Rock. Mm-hmm.
So, but 500 cash.
500.
You ain't have to have no hotel, no travel, because we drove up there.
But I think we still stayed there. We stayed downtown.
Oh yeah, we
Detroit.
did. We stayed downtown. You definitely right. We stayed downtown and then we came home the next day. You definitely right about that. Rosenberg. What type of bag they give you for the Rosenberg battle? Small event, another nickel or something?
500.
500.
I was 500 for a nice little minute.
At the Rosenberg, you battled.
I battled after Rosenberg. I think I came back to street status for Heartless.
Epic.
No. I think a real deal. Then I battled Heartless.
Okay.
So I battled real deal, and then I battled Heartless. Then I came back to battle.
So real deal, 500.
500.
All right. Then you came back and battled Heartless, man. You and Heartless had a great fucking battle, bro. That's one of the best battles on my channel. You stumbled. Which round you fucked up in, though? You fucked up in one of them rounds.
The third, I think.
Third.
I think the second and the third. I ain't gonna even lie. I think I fucked up second and third, but I was cooking all the way up until the end.
Man, the football is that motherfucker is just battle rap. It got battle rap written all over it, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like the best place to have a battle. But that was a great fucking battle, man. Shout out to Heartless.
Yeah.
Y'all styles kind of clash because he kind of like, he not gangster, but he be punching.
Yeah.
And then you know, coming with the street punches and the name flips. The hard attack and listen, that shit was crazy back then. Great fucking battle.
So when I fucked up on that motherfucker, I got mad, and that's when I battled Chilla. I battled Chilla Jones. That's when I start traveling to different leagues. So once I battled Chilla Jones on URL, I went to Pontiac and battled
Lynx Montana.
Yeah, that's crazy what happened to Lynx.
What happened to him?
Yeah, Lynx got gaffled during the Tech 9.
Damn, I ain't never heard that, bro, on everything. I'll be paying attention to shit. I never heard of that.
Fucking with kids. So, yeah.
Man, he needed to be gaffed if that's what he was doing.
Allegedly, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Hey, you fucked Lynx Montana up, you heard me?
Yeah.
You fucked that man up. I'm talking about classic motherfucking B Magic right there. You fucked that man up.
Damn. That's crazy because I said, none. Yeah, I fucked Lynx Montana up.
Fucked that young man up.
Yeah, and that was
and hitting
the first two
Lynx,
rounds.
he didn't do bad. It's just your bars and flips and shit punches was just too heavy at that time.
The crazy thing about it, the first two rounds was extra bars from Chilla Battle that I didn't use. So I only wrote one round for Lynx Montana, and that was the third round of name flips and shit. The other two rounds I already had for Chilla. Like I literally wrote like 5-6 rounds for Chilla. That's when I was writing hellas.
Okay, when you went, what's the name of that league that was in Pontiac?
Scheme Street.
It was Scheme Street? They paid you 500 too?
No, that was like a thou wow.
And that's what really what I'm trying to get at right here. Okay, they paid my man a stack for that. All right,
and we drove up there, me and was Triplet, what's big homie name? I forget.
Ro?
No. Burr.
Big Burr. Shout out to Big Burr, that's my partner.
Yeah, that's my nigga. He was like, shit, I was like, damn, I gotta get to this battle. My nigga rented a car. He got his lady, his baby. Me and my ex-wife at the time, you know what I'm saying? We all hopped in the car, drove to Pontiac, got motherfucking, got on the road. Shit, and my nigga just said, I'll do it, like, out of nowhere. I was like, at this point, I didn't even know him that much. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, shit, who else gonna drive us up to this motherfucker? Like, shit, let's go ahead, Bird, fuck it. But he always used to come to the street status battle, so I seen him often. So it wasn't like him and my ex-wife at the time they went to school back in the day together, so it wasn't like it was no stranger or nothing, but my nigga came through. That's been my dog ever since, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's solid shit, Bird.
Yeah.
He a real nigga though, for sure.
So,
Archie Stacks was on that card too?
Nah,
He ain't battled the white boy Snow up there?
I think he did. I think he did. I think he... I can't remember.
Man, that's so crazy, man.
Yeah, but that was hell ago. That was probably like 2011. 2012, maybe. So it was a long time ago. So
I'm saying at this time, though, Magic, is you looking at this shit as a career or you just full-fledged in it, like...
At that time, I just wanted, honest truth, with rap, me, period. Like, I'm thinking like, at a young age, I just wanted the world to hear that I can rap, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to be famous or nothing like that. I just wanted to be known as that nigga can spit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole thing. That was my whole little drive. I want to be known. I want to be solidified in this rap world. And that was my drive into battle rap. I knew I can kill a lot of niggas and shit, but I just started, so I ain't know where it was gonna take me. Honest truth.
When you say you start shopping around with other leagues and shit, what made you do that? Like, was it for the bread or more exposure, or like URL had put you on ice a little bit? Like, what was it?
I don't know what. I think it was just more opportunities in my mind. Like, I was like, shit, if I can make money here and there and, and there and shit, why not? And at that time, it wasn't that many leagues. These leagues just start popping up. You know what I'm saying? So you had Street Status, you had Guerrilla Warfare, you had
Go Hard or Go Home,
Animal House, Go Hard or Go Home. You had Brick City. I mean, what's it? Block City.
Block City, for sure. Shout out Hazy Roo.
Right, Hazy Roo. You ain't have that many, right? But after that, they motherfuckers start bing, 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 bing. It start coming out of everywhere. So they want to get the people that's most known on their leagues to get their shit going. So a nice amount of motherfuckers gonna start calling you with some money. And if you ain't making it on the big league at the time, you getting $500. The motherfucker call you with $1,000. You just gotta go up the road for a little second. You gonna take that $1,000. And they can't say nothing because, at the time they can't match it. So.
And that was my next question too. Have they ever came to you like, nah, don't take that, don't do them battles, man. We gon', you know what I mean, stay exclusive to us before the contracts and shit.
The Daylight battle. Because the deal was, URL supposed to gave me like, in that year, URL supposed to gave me 4 battles before the year out, and in the 4th battle was supposed to have been the conceded battle. And I don't think that happened until like 3-4 years later.
Damn.
After that. You know what I'm saying? So it was supposed to have been 4 battles before the year out to keep me busy so I ain't got to go to other leagues. Because at this point, everybody's scared to battle me and nobody, you know what I'm saying? And they want to, I'm damn near the hottest nigga out right now. So when I battled Daylight, they ain't want nobody on UW. So UW was the first ops. You know what I'm saying? I guess that was, so they tried to, call me and get me not to do it. You know what I'm saying? But UW was paying me $5,000 at the time.
You don't give a fuck what URL talking about at that time.
This time I'm at the 15, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the 15, $2,000 mark at the URL at this time, so 5? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Naughty by Nature and them and go ahead, you know what I'm saying, do this shit with Vinny and them and then, because the whole time I was there, I was with Vinny from Naughty by Nature and all them. They showed a lot of hospitality and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So the people that ran it at the time were Arsenal and them. They had their shit in line. That was the most put together battle like as far as event that I ever been a part of. That was the most put together event I ever been a part of. I'm talking about they had gifts and everything, headphone sets, motherfucking speakers. They had all types of shit. They had gift bags and they had, you know, they was in a big ass building with chandeliers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was wicked. You know what I'm saying? It was promoted well and the line was around the corner and it was just a lot of, it felt good, you know, so, but that right, the hotel rooms was fire. But, you know, it was the most put together event I've been to so far. So, salute to you, Dub.
So how was y'all temperature between each other? Like, how was URL temperature after the daylight battle?
It wasn't no bad temperature, but I wasn't booked for URL for hella, like for a nice damn near year type shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but eventually, you know, who I became as far as the punchline nigga, I became high demand. You know, so if you high demand, you still gonna get that exposure because everybody wanna see you and you put motherfuckers in seats. If you sell tickets, you still gonna get booked no matter what. So that's the part of the game.
So when URL did book you, what op did you have at that moment?
After the daylight?
Yeah.
Who did I battle after daylight? Cause at that point, who did I battle? I had battled Tay-Rock, Charlie Clips, DNA. Conceited. I battled Conceited after daylight, I believe. Or was that before daylight? Did I battle Conceited before daylight or after daylight?
Definitely after daylight.
After daylight. So, yeah, I got Conceited after that. And after Conceited, I got, I believe I battled Big T. Man, I got a lot of battles on URL. I got like 30-some battles on URL or some shit. Yeah. So.
You got 80 plus battles, man.
Yeah, I know it's more than that. It's probably damn near at 100. I just don't know exactly. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that didn't come out. There's a lot of shit that that ain't got no verse track or couldn't track because it just ain't out type shit. But yeah, I got damn near 100 battles. Damn, there's a lot of rapping.
Do you think URL ever made you top priority over there?
At one point, I was damn near on every card. So, yeah, I done headlined at URL plenty of times.
Who you headline with?
I hit co-main event with me and Ill Will on the, what was that?
That ain't DNA is with Cardi B though, ain't it?
We headlined on there, me and DNA.
Y'all, it's somebody over y'all on that.
Who was that? The Charlie Clips and Charlie Clips and Young Ill. It was a co-main event. So Charlie Clips and Young Ill was co-main event in that one. Y'all came out there for that one too?
Nah, I ain't come out there.
Jermaine did.
I don't know, he probably did.
I think he came out there. Yeah. And Oops, that was Oops' first URL event. Let's see. Me and Tay-Rock headline. What else? Headlined. Me and
Of course, you and Conceited headline.
me and Conceited was on Summer Madness. So
Summer Madness was
we was basically the main event of that night though. Like it wasn't nothing rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like
best battle type shit.
Yeah, that was the battle of the night. Shit, let's see. What else? Me and Ty Law headlined that little card that we did the day after the other battles.
Yeah, that was at the
Black Star.
Black Star, yeah. Black Star.
Who else? Shit, man. I don't know.
So you do feel like that made you top priority over
Me and Chess was the headliner for the little card we was on.
That was during COVID.
Yeah, I ain't know we was the headliner until I got there, but we was the headliner. You know what I'm saying? So during COVID and shit, yeah. So it was quite a few, I don't know.
That was right before UM1, wasn't it? Was that UM1 or 2 you were supposed to be on?
I was supposed to be on UM1, but once I found out how the shit was structured, I was like, yeah, that's a lot of work for not enough. Because if you lose, you just lose and you don't get confiscated for the time you spent in that shit. And it just didn't make sense to me at the time. But once they got into that shit, you know, once them numbers up, because I know I can beat some motherfuckers in the tournament style type shit. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that tournament style shit, but I'm pretty sure I could.
No, I wanted to, when you was like, you was involved in it, I was hyped, but then when you like backed out or whatever, like you ain't want to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
I was tight. I was tight at you. I was like, this nigga tripping.
Yeah, what, Holmesy won that shit?
Nah, did Holmesy win that?
Holmesy won the first one.
Fonz?
I think Fonz won the second one. Fonz won 25, Holmesy won 10. So that was the first one. Was it 10 grand?
I don't think you was supposed to be in the, because remember, that was when, after you and Chess battle, that's when you were supposed to be in the Ultimate Madness.
Right.
I think they already had one before then, so
No. When me and Chess battled, that was the night of the semifinals Ultimate Madness, the first one.
Right, so you was supposed to be in
I was supposed to be in it. Yeah, I was supposed to be in that one too. Oh, they asked me to be in the first one, and I supposed they didn't even offer me to be in the second one, cause I turned down the first one. So
yeah, I was like, man, this nigga Magic tripping, man. That shit do wonders for your brand, man. When you do that shit, you get the engagement from the fans. It's like they get to see you every 2 weeks type shit.
There's a whole bunch of shit I should have did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, speaking of what you should have did, goddamn me, you should have showed up for that first motherfucking Av battle, man, because them niggas tried to give me 2,000 talking about, man, could you just get Magic on the plane? You remember that shit I had called you up? I said, hey,
crazy.
Magic, what plane you on?
Man, it was so much shit going on at the time. And plus, I wasn't in my right mind at that time. In that time frame, I wasn't even in my right mind. So, shit, it was more important for me to stay home at that time. And motherfuckers didn't understand that shit, and that shit just went out of control. But I don't know, man.
So how did you feel, though, when they was on the Pray for St. Louis shit? Because you ain't ill, goddamn it, ain't show up that night.
Yeah, they said we was in cahoots. I ain't talked to Ill in a year at that point.
I don't know,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Y'all might have been. Both y'all from the West Side, bruh.
Yeah.
That seemed like some real West Side shit y'all was on, dog.
Yeah, you on some bullshit. Look, but at that point when they said that, I was like, damn, they just reaching right now because me and Ill ain't even talked that much at the point. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how they gonna just tell me that I didn't talk to somebody that I ain't talked to in damn near a year or so, that we in cahoots and we told each other not to come to the battle? That was far-fetched as fuck, but they thought, you know, we sabotaged some shit or whatever the fuck. But I talked to them a couple of days before the battle, so, you know, my issue wasn't his issue, you know what I'm saying? So they just couldn't understand what I was trying to say, but me personally, I don't share shit that I think was gonna end up on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, you ain't finna tell them.
Yeah, I ain't about to tell you
issue
exactly what my issue is because I know you talk to all battle rappers. You feel what I'm saying? And I know how shit is now. Like, at that time, it was all controversy. Let's see what a person can pull up and bring up in a battle type shit. I ain't about to talk to you about nothing personal because it ain't about to pop up in no battle and then I'm gonna take it personal. So I'd rather just keep all my personal shit out of people's, you know what I'm saying, you know, out of their conversation and shit. So I didn't tell them exactly what was going on. So I guess they took it some type of way like I'm lying. Yeah, take it how you want. I know where I need to be at, though. You know what I'm saying? So they went on a little rant and shit, all that shit, and said, he got a hotel room right now in Manhattan and he's not there. Told you I wasn't coming 2 days ago. Why is it still booked? But
You feel like they just ain't really want to tell the fans?
Yeah, they just wanted to keep the seats. You know what I'm saying? That came to see B Magic versus Av. They, but I think that was the, this what he do to you guys type shit. Try to make it, seem like that. But that was them, man. You never know what people was going through themselves as far as Beasley and them type shit. As far as the business go through, I don't know, but I'm in a whole different mind state now, so I don't even be trying to think of negative shit to even try to see what people was thinking at the time. But we got a cool relationship now, so salute to them niggas and all that good shit.
I'm saying when the Pray for St. Louis shit was going on though, like, cause we like St. Louis to the core.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Like we St. Louis.
Oh
first.
yeah, at the time, like I was still like fucked up in the head, so I really wanted to hurt somebody. I ain't even lie. You don't remember me calling you? I was like, bro, you want to go to Chicago? Because I think they had an event in Chicago with Big T and some other motherfuckers. So I was like, I'll meet their ass in Chicago type shit. But he was like, man, no, Mo. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what he was on. He was like, man, that shit ain't that serious, man. But I thought they was really trying to I thought it was really problems for real. Like, I thought it was beef type shit. Like, I felt like hurting somebody. But
no, I felt like
I thought it was.
I was
like,
that mad as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't how you handle that though. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that definitely ain't how you handle that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just some reckless ass shit. But how long after the Pray for St. Louis shit? How long did it take for you to get back on URL, man?
Shit, like, I think, like, was it 2 or 4 years?
Boy, ain't no way you was off URL for 4 years?
Probably 2.5 years. Probably almost 3 years. But yeah, I went on there for like 2.5 years, yeah. I think Mickey Fax called Beasley, and I had a talk with Mickey Fax, and he was like, this how the nigga played it. I was mad as a motherfucker. I had a talk, he was like, so when you think you gonna be back on URL? I was like, bruh, did you not hear what happened or something? You know what I'm saying? Just 2 years later and shit. He was like, man, but you gonna keep, y'all gonna just stay at it like that. I was like, bruh, Beasley a cancer. I'm a cancer. We hold grudges. That shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we are. We mad at you, nigga. We mad at you for years. You know what I'm saying? So, but I say, look, I ain't tripping off that shit no more. That was a couple of years ago. I done moved on. I done been booked everywhere else and some more. And he was on some, so you would talk to him? I was like, man, shit, I'd talk to him if you want to talk, but, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it is what it is. So Mickey Fax took that and called Beasley and say, Magic said he want to talk to you. I'm like, bro, you just made me look soft as a motherfucker, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I don't want to talk to nobody, but ended up talking to Beasley anyway because he ended up hitting me back and say, Beasley said call him. I'm like, what's going on? So when I called Beasley, he was like, yeah, Mickey Fax said you wanted to talk to me. I'm like, Mickey Fax on some bullshit. So he set the conversation up with me and Beasley, but we squashed all that shit at that point. So, you know what I'm saying? Mickey Fax was the mediator on that shit.
You end up battling Av, though, anyway, right?
I ended up coming back to Battle Av, yeah. So, crazy thing about it is, I sent their money back, but before I could send all their money back, they repaid me the Battle Av. So, yeah, they put more money in my pocket.
It took you down to 3 years to send them their money back?
No, at first I was like, fuck them. But once we squashed it, I sent their money back. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it ain't no issue if we squashing it, let me send your money back. So I sent like half of their money back, and he was like, keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'ma pay you to battle him again. So they rebooked it. So I got paid more than rebook for the rebook. The day of the Av battle, shit, I just had bad luck on Av battles. Honest truth. The day of the Av battle, the dude I was just talking about as far as my nigga Bud that was at the clean battle, that was the day of his funeral. You know what I'm saying? So these like my best friends type shit, you know, so I'm going to Battle Ave, but my mind ain't in the right place for real, so I'm trying to keep it together as much as possible. But I got through all the rounds, but it was choppy as a motherfucker. Super choppy. But yeah, I was going through some shit like, you know, yeah, my nigga was gone. So that's what happened at the Ave battle. I wasn't in the right mind.
Speaking of like choppy rounds and shit though, Magic, man, early on, we just like, you have a solid fan base, by the way. Cause these motherfuckers are really B Magic fans, bro. They ride with you until the end.
Right.
Your first shit, bro, I'm talking about rounds, flawless, name flips, hidden punches, slamming the whole shit. It just seemed like somewhere after, probably like the
battle
Av
rap
shit.
totally changed. At this point, these are quick booked battles. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of battles nowadays, you get like a month, maybe 3 weeks or some shit like that. You gotta get that shit going. At first, you get a month and a half, 2 months to come up with 3 rounds, 3 minutes. And you can use 1 month to write and a whole other month to memorize. So you had a lot of more time back then, you know what I'm saying, to get prepared. So I battle somebody in the middle of April, and I ain't gotta battle nobody until damn near the middle of June. You know what I'm saying? So you get a nice amount of time. They call you ahead of time so you can get prepared. Now, if you book anything in between that, that's on you. But yeah.
So that's the issue basically for like stumbles and shit through rounds. Basically, you ain't have enough prep time.
I wouldn't say that because sometimes, like at them time, if you know the moments that I was fucking up all the time, honest truth, that was deeper than that. That was depression and all types of shit. That was stress and depression and all types of shit. So, you know, I was fighting through the shit. But sometimes you just have brain farts when you in depression and shit. So you can think of something and shit can be totally gone. I done been on, right beyond, like, my battle clone. I was on stage, like on the side of the stage, spitting the chiller. All my shit. I'm spitting all my shit to chiller. I get on stage and go black. Just blank out, didn't remember nothing besides the first like 8 to 10 bars and couldn't remember shit else. And I was just saying all my shit 20 minutes ago. But, you know, I couldn't tell you what the fuck was going on with me at the time. But after a while, yeah, it was depression. I used to have nervous breakdowns and shit. So, yeah.
Mental health is definitely very important, very key.
Yeah.
Where you at right now, man? How you feeling about battle rap? You good? You in a nice space?
I enjoy battle rap now. I enjoy just, you know, just going to rap. And, you know, as long as my shit is crowd pleasing, I'm good at this point. Like, I just like for the nigga that I'm battling to come with it and I come with it, you know what I'm saying? We have a good battle because at this point it's entertainment. So if you entertain the crowd, job done. So that's all, you know, I just like to entertain the crowd for real. Because it's, you know, I got a lot of kids out here.
What you mean kids? Like niggas
Yeah, battle rap
adopted
kids.
your style?
Yeah, a lot of them. So
Who are some of the kids, man? Come on, man.
I had 3,000.
Give me 3 of your kids, man.
3 of my kids. I don't want to call them my kids. That's just harsh. That's kind of harsh.
Sons.
I ain't gonna say my sons. That's kind of harsh too. I'm gonna say some people that adopted the style that definitely is that made it they own little situation and created their own style with it. My nigga Mac Myron is well known for doing this thing, and I salute Mac Myron. He, you know what I'm saying, he structured some shit from watching me a lot, and he addressed that to me all the time. So, and I ain't saying nothing that he ain't told me. So, you know, Mac Myron. Another person that tripped me the fuck out because I thought he was my age when I seen him, and then a nigga say, I used to watch you in high school. Real Sick, you know, if you listen to Real Sick, you hear a lot of, you know, B Magic influence in this shit. And I thought I heard it, and, you know, once I actually tuned into him, and once he told me that, yeah, I did influence him, like, you know, I ain't telling you nothing he ain't told me, so, you know, Real Sick influenced, you know, it's B Magic influenced and shit. Even Sheet Happens just recently, you know, reached out to me and it was like, you know, you influenced me as well, type shit, and I never knew, you know, and just honest truth, I made a lot of niggas turn up on their bars. Honest truth, like, I made a lot of niggas turn up on their punching. You know, before the chain punching, that was my, like, chain punching is my shit. Like, if you hear anybody punching back to back to back to back to back to back, yeah, that's me. You know, like any niggas with the 4-bar setup, 2-bar setup, you know, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, that's just regular battle rap. That's been there forever. But them back-to-back joints, back to bing, bow, bing, 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 bow, 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 bow. You know, get about good 10 of them motherfuckers back-to-back, good 12, 20 of them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's me. You know, I did that. Anybody that do that, you know, salute to them because you adopted my shit. You know, and then a lot of people use some of my techniques as far as like, I started in a chiller battle, like you know, Grace Jones, say your grace, don't want me, that whole little explanation type shit, like, a lot of people use that. My nigga O-Red adopted that shit and took it off with it. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of people use, because trippiest thing about it is, I just start using it again because of O-Red. So the nigga O-Red battled me and did the shit. And then after the battle, he was like, man, hey, start back doing that shit, nigga, you started it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start back doing that shit. You know, it's actually very useful. Because if you do say something too fast and the motherfucker don't catch it, when you do run it back, they'll be like, oh man, I ain't even trip off what he said. But, you know, it's great timing and it creates a whole nother bar with the original bar that you used. So, yeah.
Let's talk St. Louis battle rap for a moment, man. Out of the heavyweights, A-Verbs, Hitmans, Young Ill, you, Remy, like, what's your relationship with these battle MCs out here, the first generation type?
Verb, I fucks with Verb. He recently had me on his podcast shit on YouTube, on his channel and shit. I be shooting his videos and shit too. So I shot probably like 5, 6 videos for Verb. Cool people, you know what I'm saying? We got a good relationship. You know,
It always been a good relationship?
One time I thought we didn't have a good relationship and I talked to him and he was like, no, nigga, you tripping, we good. You know, I was like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, you know, you when you think motherfuckers don't fuck with you or something, you probably just need to talk to them for real. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got good relationships in St. Louis. I fucks with Verb. Me and Hitman had some issues, but we squashed that shit. Last time I was in Atlanta, you know, I pulled up on him and we squashed the shit. So me and Hitman ain't got no ill manners or, you know, no problems or nothing. Young Ill done been over my crib before. You know what I'm saying? So I fucks with Young Ill. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? Remy, that's my nigga. You know, Remy, every time I was in Oakland battling, that nigga made his way up there.
That's dope.
So, yeah, they're my niggas.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, we can move as a unit though, because in St. Louis, it be hard sometimes though. If you had a little chip on your shoulder, you be like, you don't know if a nigga fuck with you. You ain't finna extend your hand to him and be fucking with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I totally understand what you're saying. Like it, but I just know as a unit we can get so much more done and you know shit'll be bigger. But let's talk about current state of STL battle rap, man. Like who's some of the heavyweights out here that you've been hearing names and shit?
What, the newer niggas?
Yeah. I say like what, third generation?
Okay, of course, you got KD, you got MVP, you got Oops. You know what I'm saying? But let me switch it around. You got Oops, you got KD, you got MVP. I'm gonna shout out my nigga Drop Young because he always asks me, man, why you always shout me out? You know, I grew up with my nigga, man. Shout out to Drop Young, man.
Shout out to Drop, man.
He's getting a lot better, and salute to him, man. Who was he battling last?
J-Day Ones.
J-Day Ones. Check the J-Day Ones battle out. You know what I'm saying? He getting better with the shit. My nigga Metaphor, I fucks with Metaphor. I fucks with Meta. I want him to do a lot more. I want him to start traveling with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes St. Louis can put you in a little trap. And, you know, I think if he travel more, like, get some New York battles and shit like that, I think motherfuckers will fuck with him.
You saying Meta?
Meta. So, yeah.
Meta is really one of the godfathers of STL battle rap, and he definitely don't get enough you know what I mean, recognition, because he was doing that shit long time ago.
Yeah,
like
High Point Cafe and
I'm
shit.
talking about a long fucking time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the Cassidy shit that you was talking about earlier with him on YouTube, there's some other groundbreaking shit. He was trying to battle Lux Cassidy. He was trying to battle them niggas. He was going to war for the city. So, like, he don't get enough recognition. You just battled KD.
Yeah, I battled. Well, no, I battled the whole motherfucking right side of the motherfucking stage. Them niggas jumped me.
Who jumped you?
Him and his entourage. Them niggas cheated. They already planned on making me lose, nigga. I'm talking about, they was like, yeah, KD gonna win and there's nothing else you can do about it. He had longer rounds, he had dry spot. Salute to KD, I'm sorry.
You think that was a good matchup for y'all?
If it would have, like, this the thing. I fucks with KD, so salute to him, you know? But how that was that day, like, I was very clear on, you know, I had a battle a week before. I say, my round's gonna be 2 minutes. Exactly. I give him 30 seconds more. KD rounds was like 5 minutes each. 5 minutes. So, they definitely let him go.
He had a lot of shit he wanted to get off his chest,
I don't give a fuck. Contract said 2:30.
Oh, you signed the contract for that?
Yeah. Contract said 2:30. But, you know, he had 5 minutes each round, so he got a lot more material off, so, you know.
So what you saying, you lost?
I ain't gonna say I lost. I'm gonna say he had a good night. But I ain't gonna just say I lost. You got me fucked up. He ain't better than me.
You just admitted to some losses and shit earlier.
But KD ain't better than me, goddamn me. Fuck that. No.
You think KD can carry the torch for the crib?
Possibly. Depending on...
Is he doing it now?
Carrying the torch?
Yeah.
I don't know, he ain't active enough.
What you mean?
Like as far as, like, he needs some bigger battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, carry the torch? Yeah, he needs some bigger battles. Like, so he need a lot more recognition right now. KD is known, but he need a lot more recognition. Everybody, right, like, to carry the torch, I just need him to get some bigger battles. Because I already know he can do the job, but it's a couple of times.
You saying bigger matchups or bigger battles on bigger leagues?
That too, because the times that he did have the chance to do his thing, like, don't get me wrong, like he had a lot of chances. So when I battled Ty Law that night, KD battled on URL, on Proving Ground. That was like the last day of Proving Ground. He battled. He fucked up all 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I think J-Ron battled that night too. And I think, who else battled that day?
Flows.
Got Flows. Everybody from St. Louis fucked up that day. Everybody choked. I mean, that motherfucker like, We looking bad today, goddamn me. Me and Marco over there like this. God damn, we looking bad today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody, but KD, he messed up on that part. But don't get me wrong, I was like, I still rooted for KD. You gonna see all the interviews and everything. I'm rooting for him because I want to see him carry the torch. But I just think that he need a lot more bigger battles on bigger stages and shit. Because when he went to I just happened to be on all the cards that he had his shots at. I was on RBE card when he had a shot on RBE and he fucked up on that too. That ain't never come out. So you know what I'm saying. So but when he came on it Midnight Madness shit, he did his thing. I heard he been doing his thing on Bags and Bodies, but if you can't win Bags and Bodies, how you gonna carry the torch? You feel what I'm saying? You gotta at least, get something going, man. I'm rooting for you, my nigga.
What about MVP, man? How you feel about him as an MC?
Man, MVP better get out the bed, take that motherfucking blanket off. That nigga's been sleeping too long. He gotta get active. You gotta get active, bro. You know what I'm saying? MVP, he had a run. You know what I'm saying? He had the little tournament and shit, didn't he? So he had a run, man. He damn near won. EFB, though.
Man. You damn near... Man, but go ahead.
He said, man.
MVP definitely had a run for sure.
Well, MVP, but then after that, you ain't heard from him for real. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he just need to get back active, though. If he get back active, he possibly, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? He didn't went the furthest. You know what I'm saying? After me. But after me and Oops, he went the furthest. So, what can I say? MVP just got to get back active and get some battles, and he should be able to do it, man. Like, motherfuckers fuck with him outside of St. Louis. So, yeah, MVP got a better chance than KD, in my opinion. He just got to do something. Come on, Barry. You know what I mean?
What about, throw some more names out here. What about B-Mac?
B-Mac, B-Mac done battled every goddamn where. He done definitely been active when everybody else wasn't. You know what I'm saying? At the time, everybody was just, that nigga was traveling. He was doing a lot of battle, KC and all types of shit, wasn't he?
I don't know. I know
B-Mac was getting around, you know what I'm saying?
I think Mac definitely battled in KC, if I ain't mistaken. I could be wrong, though, but he definitely did some traveling. That's what this is claim to fame. When shit was slow at the crib, I got out here on the road, so you know what I mean?
But carry the torch, MVP got the best chance, in my opinion. And Got Flows just, man, I don't know what the fuck happened with Got Flows, man, but Got Flows could have took this shit on. You know what I'm saying? That nigga he can rap. Got Flows can rap. But that nigga gotta, he gotta want it. So.
Hey, why would you say MVP has the best shot at it, though? Is it his writing? Is it performing? Like, is bar heavy? Like, explain to me a little bit.
He rap good. You know what I'm saying? I like niggas that can really rap. You know what I'm saying? And I know how crowds react to it. He have the best chance of that type of crowd reaction where, cause he have some B-Magic influence in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear it like that. His shit ain't super duper, super duper, technical or nothing, but as soon as he say some shit, you can understand it. Like, it's easy to cross over to ears and, like, it snaps right in. Like, that's what type of shit that I'm known for. Some shit you can say real quick, that shit super nice, and it wasn't that hard to, connect and get. You know what I'm saying? So he do that a lot, too. So he got some nice-ass bars, and they unique, too. And I think his shit will land on a crowd better than all the other choices.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
I totally understand.
Yeah.
What's Magic top 5 battle MCs of all time, though? Like,
Dylan. Cause he spit hot fire. But to be serious, let's see, Head Ice. Lux, Mook, remyd. I don't even lie, man. I am very entertained with Mac Myron. Mac Myron is funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, me, that I personally watch, man, I don't know. I fucks with Twerk, though. Well, but to me, it's like, if I say I fucks with remyd, I already said I fucked with Twerk. Them niggas like twins. You know what I'm saying? Like twin rappers. They got the exact same style type shit, so they're real similar. That's why they went so well together in a 2-on-2. Them niggas is like mirror match type shit. So I feel if I say remyd, I already said Twerk. So, shit. Mac Myron, fuck it, shit. I think so. Head Ice, Lux, Mook, Rum Twerk, and Mac Myron, shit. That's who I watch. If we had some more choices, I probably can come up with 5 more, but like my niggas I look at, yeah.
What can the fans, man, look forward to in Magic 2023, 2024 run? And also, what you think is a good age to retire from battle rap?
None. Shit, battle rap is a whatever age. Shout out to Moon. You know, shout out to OG Percy. I don't think it's a retirement age. I think I seen Fredro start battling. Keith Murray tried it. Method Man battled Math Hoffa. Shit, well, it ain't no cutoff date. I think I seen Kool Mo D was battling, wasn't he? Yeah, shit. It ain't no age. Cause if you got balls, you got balls, man. You got balls. Who's to say, can't get up this motherfucker and spit some balls and rock a crowd? You know what I mean? It ain't no age on that shit. My nigga, E-Ness. My nigga, E-Ness like 45, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga look 27. It ain't no cutoff date, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna do it till I can't do it. You know, as long as it's paying me, I'm gonna be battle rapping. So.
And what can we look forward to with you in the next couple years, man? What you got coming up?
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. In the next couple of years, I'm looking forward in regular life shit more than actual battle rap. I'm hopefully looking forward to better credit and real estate and shit like that or something, you know. But
hopefully battle rap can
assist me all that, because that's the plan, goddammit. I'm gonna be rapping like a motherfucker to do that shit, but that's what I'm that's what I'm really focused on for real. But the time that I do spend with battle rap, I really enjoy it. And that's a change, because at first I was getting tired of that shit, but it was for other reasons. So I got tired of fucking up.
You ever want to get back to your dominance in the game, though? Because, like, at one time, would you say you was top 5, top 10?
I'll say I was top 1.
Damn.
Like, I ain't gonna even lie. For that 4 years that I had my little run, everybody was scared to battle me. If I didn't battle them, they were scared to battle me. So, for that 4 years, I was the top nigga as far as nobody wanted. The only person that would battle me at that time around at that time was another nigga that nobody would battle because they were scared of him too, Chilla Jones. Nobody wouldn't battle Chilla because Chilla was like scheming on a whole different level type shit that nobody ain't ever heard of. The nigga battled me and said like 50 birds and like 8 bars. But it was 50 birds. Then the nigga went to the sea and said some fish shit. Then he went to land and said all the shit that... Man, I don't think that deep. I ain't gonna even lie, and the shit was unique as a motherfucker because the whole time I thought the nigga was actually rapping bars, but he actually was saying birds, different type of bird names and different types of fish names.
But you know you had murder mooks out here, loaded lugs.
They weren't scheming,
all this time, though, you said #1, though.
I'm gonna say #1 because I was the most talked about nigga at the time. Even them, they was talking about me. You know, not Hitman, but when I battled Lynx Montana, when I went out to have a smoke break because we couldn't smoke in the hotel room, we turned on Shade 45. It's Murder Mook and Loaded Lux talking about me on Shade 45. This was before I was like super big, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is right after the Chilla Jones battle. They was telling everybody that I was the new nigga at that time. So if the top nigga saying I'm the top nigga, yeah.
Oh, man, this was a great fucking interview, man. I sure appreciate it, B-Magic. You got to come back on the platform and be a regular guest talking about current events and some more shit, man.
Indeed.
Man, give us a little shout out, man. Then you can get up off this motherfucker.
Be motherfucking Magic. Street Status. RP Al Bud, OG Kiki, RP OG Wack.
Speaking of that, did you say Street Status before we get up off here?
Yep.
You used to be saying Street Status all the time behind your shit, man. What made you switch your shit up, dude? I always wanted to know that.
Honest truth, like when I was going through depression, I just stopped saying a whole bunch of shit. Like it wasn't even coming to my mind to say the shit. Because that line of names got long as fuck. So I just stopped saying like all them, you know what I'm saying? It was a little routine that I always said. It would be, you know, Al Bud, my uncle, and Wack, my nigga. And then I had to add Mr. D. Then after that motherfucker just start. Yeah, let me stop just saying the whole little paragraph. It wasn't even not to say Street Status. It was just the part that comes after it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everybody already knew I've been rapping Street Status for forever, though. So, you know, if I ain't saying it, I might get on a hustle fit or something. You know, so, yeah, you already know.
But a lot of people just wanted to know that. I get asked that shit a lot in the streets and shit like that.
Yeah, it's still Street Status, nigga.
Nothing but love for me. You know, you my favorite motherfucking battle MC of all time. I go on edge and say that shit a bunch, so you already know what time it is.